know that there is one way how you can deeply hurt your life with manifestation, and that is by confusing manifestation, hey Johnson, with quick fix. Manifestation doesn't offer you quick fix to the situation. It's not an extra force that will come like jump to your life to change things. If you want it to work this way, hey, great to see you all here. Hey, if you want it to work this way, you will be, oh my God, you will be so disappointed. If you ever, okay, so like came across any videos, any content saying that, okay, I ruined my life with manifestation, or yeah, manifestation is toxic or it's harmful, and it's like, thank you. And so on, it's because of that, right? Yeah, I see a comment here. It's been years for me. I don't know if that's the second part and I like missed the message there, but like, yeah, it's so easy when you don't know how does it work. It's so easy to just think that you are manifesting, but for real, you are just hopeful and like, yeah, escaping your life. And what do I mean by knowing how it works? For that, you need like one thing, and that one thing is your own success stories. I against like 100% against, okay, treating manifestation or wanting to manifest just one thing or two things. And the worst is like, yes, so after I will manifest that, I will be manifesting the other thing. Because that's not how it works. That's why, okay, I like to repeat that there's a difference between the law of assumption and the law of attraction. It's not that there is a separate law and it works differently, but the explanation on how manifestation works is different there. Like this thing that it's what you have here, like your assumptions, and your assumptions aren't some single thoughts or affirmations like stuck somewhere there. So if you will start walking around and like affirming something else, it will change for you. You think about how many times you don't even think with thoughts, meaning with sentences. Have you ever, like, you don't have to tell me, but like tell yourself, think about it, how many times you were just doing everything to avoid thinking about something, usually like something bad. Maybe you felt like deep inside that, I don't know, that your partner is cheating on you, or that something's wrong with your health. But you weren't even thinking about it. It wasn't like, yeah, walking around and being like, I'm sick. It was like, yeah, it's like feeling in your guts together with like, yeah, let's don't even touch it. Let's don't even think about it. Let's ignore it. And then something was happening in your 3D, like boom. right? And here can be you, or here can be me telling, yeah, but I wasn't thinking about it, right? Like so many times when you are like, okay, I'm manifesting one thing, but something like opposite to it is happening, is going on, like that's the problem. Because you are doing techniques, treating it like a magic, like, oh yeah, if I will do it like so many times, or if I will do it, if I will cast this spell, or just conduct this ritual, something will happen for me, something will change. But that's never the case. Because what needs to change in order to influence the outside world, the 3D world, is like here. Is your inner world. Is what you have inside. Is how you see the world. You see, your assumptions aren't single thoughts, like one sentence. So right now, you can just start affirming something else. Have you ever, because I was doing it like for so long and for so many years, like working with limiting beliefs. So if you were doing the same thing, like tell me and like type in the comment, yeah, if you know like this effect, that you are working with one limiting belief, and then you discover that you have like 10 other in a queue waiting for you to do something with them. But that's not the case. The case is how you see the world. If you see money as hard, you will find yourself having, oh my God, tons of limiting beliefs around money. Why? Because like those thoughts or those beliefs aren't the problem. They are only a symptom on the feeling you feel. Yeah? So if you feel, oh yeah, money, no, there are no sentences around it, but you can feel, oh yeah, it's like, I can already feel the struggle. I can, that's it. And when we talk deliberate manifestation, that's what we're working with. That's why it's so hard. I know, like some of you love them. But for one person, like loving them, right? It's like 22 saying, oh my God, it never worked for me. And I talk about affirmations right now, right? Just, I will be affirming, I will be saying something. And I think it was yesterday or on Saturday. Hey, great to see you still joining. Okay, like somewhere like over the weekend, like someone posted a comment under one of my posts asking if that is normal to feel like physically bad, like physically tired, if you are telling the new story. Oh, I just lost an earring, and yeah. If you like, if that's normal, and the issue is, yes, that is normal. If you're trying to force yourself into believing something that you feel with your whole body, it's not true, you're going to have a hard time. And the worst is, if you think that that's okay and that's normal and that will pass. I remember this moment when I believed in shit tests. I don't know, do you know the concept of shit tests? It was said that, yeah, if I'm manifesting something new into my life, alright, I'm manifesting money or love and da 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 da. But yeah, I didn't have it for so long. The universe will be testing me if I truly want it, alright? And then the opposite will be happening. And do you know what? it like looked like there was like me affirming on doing the techniques because I wasn't, why right now I'm telling you, like maybe like think about it one more time if you truly want to be using affirmations. And that's because I was doing them for like so long, and for so long I was struggling with opposite results. And then oh my god, the worst, it was, I think, 2015. Then I came across an explanation why my affirmations weren't working. And it was like, because you see, on the basic level, we just recognize things are as safe and unsafe. I was like, okay. So if I'm affirming that I'm rich, or that money are good, or anything like that, but I haven't done this basic step with safety, alright? That's why nothing's working, or that's why it seems to work against me, right? So I think I was doing it for like 1.5 years. I was just affirming, like money are safe, like love is safe, da 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 da. It was lunatic, okay? It was lunatic, and it, like, the worst is it wasn't touching the problem at all. And if you are like, like she's talking, like to not use affirmations, but I love them so much. And let me ask you a few questions. And the question number 1 is, are they actually working for you? I mean, are you getting the results in 3D? Is it fast and easy? If yes, okay, like keep doing it. But if the answer is no, and you are just, but I hope they will finally work. Okay, then there's a second question. And the second question is, do you just keep doing it to suppress your authentic thoughts? Because for real, like so many people are doing it. I see you affirming to hide your natural thoughts, to suppress them, to not think what you're authentically thinking. And maybe you think that that's okay and that's thinking from the end. But like, please notice this element that you are constantly like told, right? That we manifest all the time, that you manifest all the time, that everything in your life is manifested. If you agree with it, and so many people, and probably also you, like discovered manifestation this way, that's why it makes sense for you, because you see the connection between your thoughts, moods, and so on, like, and beliefs from the past, And what happened later? And that's why actually manifestation like makes sense for you, and that's why you're here. If that's your case, then the question is, were you actually like ever in the past like doing it, like affirming for like any crap or any just like whatever, like not exciting, like not fun, not scary, just like whatever that is in your life? Were you ever like doing any techniques to get it? Probably not. You see, okay, yeah. So I felt like this way, and then this happened, but then there was like no special techniques, like no push, no pressure to achieve it. And if you see that, right, if you see that, then the question is, it's like a lot of questions in this life right now. All right, the question is why you think you have to do it to manifest deliberately, like consciously, my English. All right, if you never needed it before, and probably also so much like good things that you know, oh yeah, I wanted it and it happened. But still there was no complicated techniques to do it. Manifestation is not magic. Manifestation is not magic. I will be repeating it as like an affirmation, so maybe, all right, you will get it. It's a long game. What you have inside of like your imagination, your consciousness, how you see the world, that's happening. If you are, yeah, but I'm doing this technique, right? And there are like so many like really ritual like or spell like techniques out there. If you're doing any weird things with your water, if you are doing anything like a certain number of time, if you are repeating something like over and over and over, that's it. That's a spell-like technique. And to some degree, these things work. Why and how? And the answer is because you believe that if you will do that, okay, like there will be some result. But it's very easy to have a success, to have like manifestation success with techniques like that when it comes to manifesting just like one time thing, right? Like someone messaging you or like any like 3D object, like new fridge or a table or like an event, something that's like one time there. Okay. But do you know what usually happens to people who manifest like this way? They get bored. Why? Because when it comes to like things, actual things that you may want, they end after a while. When we are suppressed, I had it with the money, right? Before I had any, there was just, I was like so undercared, you may say, right? That it felt like I needed everything. It's like I wanted that and 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 that. And like these like seemed to be like so long. But after that changed, Like, okay, there's this weird thing called like satisfaction happening, and you suddenly are one of those people who just, yeah, have everything they need, and there's no push to, chase anything else or anything new. That's this thing. And when you are manifesting, like things like, yeah, that would be fun, and that would be fun, and that would be fun. And it's like so normal that if you start your manifestation journey, the first thing that you actually want, the main one, is to check if that actually works. Right? It's like test. So yeah, let's see if that will be possible, and that will be possible, and that will be possible. And that's like absolutely normal. And like here's like tip for you. And this tip for you is to actually go for the things you actually want. Because if you are not touching your actual desires, and by the way, deliberate manifestation is a tool to manifest your desires, like things that you actually want. Things you don't want are the hardest to manifest. And I say it as a manifestation coach, as someone talking with people on what they are actually manifesting. Like that's my job. And oh my God, it's so common that people want to manifest something they don't want. But for some reason, they think they should manifest something. And that's crazy. And there's like very often struggle involved. If you want to talk about like universe there, right? Then for me, it's like universe asking you, are you sure you want it? Are you sure you want it? It's like against your actual desires. Why are you wasting your time to manifest it? Right? And there's the stories. Like one of my clients, she like ran the business, like she did like fashion boutique, something like that, and it wasn't doing well. Okay? And she really wanted to manifest that. Yeah, she really wanted to manifest like this business to thrive. And there's an issue there. And the issue was she absolutely hated that job and that place and doing what she was doing. And yeah, actually, like if you ask me, and it's like, yeah, so you're asking me right now, how I see it is that's why it was doing so badly. It's because she didn't want it. It's like very hard to stop doing something if that's like actually doing great and doing like great money, right? If you have a job that actually is giving you so much, or a relationship that like you kind of, it's not that, but it's giving you so many other things, so then you can think, okay, like, but do I really want to leave? But here, like everything was working to push her out of that. And she already knew what she wanted to do instead. Like everything was in place. But for some reason, she was like, yeah, but I'm God and I can be doing like anything in my reality. So I will make, my boutique to thrive. And it was hell. And it was hell. And like, yeah, she really wanted it, but it didn't want it to work. Struggle story. If you have a struggle story like that in your life right now, let me tell you that Like this thing with you being God, it just means that you create your reality. Kind of. Have you ever read the Bible, how is described that God, because this metaphor, right? You are God in your reality, is Neville Goddard's. And this guy, he was huge on Bible and on biblical metaphors. So if you actually would open the Bible and read about God creating world, it was let it be life. Let it be light, let it be animals, right? Stuff like that, no details, just, yeah. Bring me something like that. And it was happening. And how we manifest is just like that. That's why it said, start with the end. Okay, I want the light, I want the giraffe, I want the, yeah. Ta-da! And the details are not to be managed, are not made up by me. But so many people nowadays think that being God means being, I don't know, a manager or something. Oh my God, right? Too much corporate job, right? We're doing when there's step for everything and the detail for everything. So then we think, oh yeah, so if I'm God, I'm the one, right, in charge of all of the details. But that's not the thing. And there is one thing. There is absolutely one thing. Yeah, if you have any questions for me, type them down below, and at the end of this live I will scroll through it, right, and I will address it all. Okay, so there is one thing that it's impossible to change with manifestation. I tried so much, with a few things, and wasn't working. And I know my clients who also tried it so hard, and it also wasn't working. Okay? And what I'm talking about is changing your desires. If you want one thing, you want it. You can't change it. If you feel with your heart, it's sad, right, that your desires are gifts from God, are how God speaks to you on what you should be doing. It really feels like that. I will be always telling you to be following your desires when we start doing it. Okay, what does it mean to follow your desires? To go where they call you. So if you have a passion for making music, for example, or I don't know, cooking, just can be anything, or to travel the world, but you are no, I have this boutique, or I have this job, or and I will be doing that, and I will be manifesting that, doing great. It won't be working. Why? Because your desires are calling you somewhere else. If you feel with your whole body that you want to be in a relationship, it will be hard to change it. If you want a cat, you really, won't be happy with the dog. And so on and so on and so on. So, it's absolutely true that we can manifest whatever we want, but only as long as we are manifesting what we want. Not what we're making up in our 3D heads with our 3D egos. Yeah. Oh. Try it. And the big manifestation advice is, if you are doing something, you are manifesting something, and it doesn't work for long, don't ask me how long is too long, but you feel it, right? You feel it, okay? It's just nothing's changing. And when you are manifesting, and we here talk a lot about manifesting from the state, so not focusing on you having something so you can then feel as someone, but we are talking here becoming someone, going into this energy on what we want, and then it happens, right? This way. So if we are doing this, but you are here and you are still checking, is it happening, where that is, right? Then it means it's not working, because manifesting from the state means your first manifestation is the change inside of you. What does it mean? That means that the first phase, and it depends how long is that, it depends how, what are you actually manifesting. Sometimes it can be seconds, all right, and sometimes it can be a few months, depending what's the subject here, what you're manifesting. So it can be this way, that there's still no physical sign of manifestation, no change in a 3D world, but you already feel that something changed. How you feel around what you are manifesting, this is different. That's the first, we can say, sign it's working. Don't look for the signs, okay, that's crazy, and that's actually another manifestation, all right? If you go today, if I will see a butterfly, it means that, this manifestation is working, and then you see a butterfly. I'm sorry, but it's not a sign that your other manifestation is working. It's just you manifested a butterfly. Okay? So that's not a sign you want to look for. The sign you want to look for, the only one that matters, the only one that can actually tell you that what you're doing is working, is your inner change. Is how you feel about what you're manifesting. Is it changed? Does it feel easier for you to have Do you like crave it less? Is there a change? If yes, it means it's working. Like you always feel it. It's because feeling is the secret. To know, right? If something is working and or not, is you're going to feel it. And if you know, yeah, it's not happening for too long, right? If nothing's happening for too long, it's like first you need to change what are you doing. It's sorry to say that, but it's likable that you were just hoping for something, or you were like doing some techniques and blaming the techniques, right? Oh yes, so like every single day I will be standing on my right leg for 5 minutes at 11 p.m. And if I will be doing for the 8 days straight, then this will happen. Okay, but actually like, techniques don't do anything on their own, right? Techniques don't do anything on their own. But if you won't change your assumptions, if you won't change your state, if you won't change how you feel, if you won't change the energy you're in, then you can be doing techniques forever. And it will never work. Because it's not techniques manifesting. Okay? It's not techniques manifesting. It's you manifesting. How? By setting, by tuning yourself for someone, right? I was once explaining states as the version of reality, because it's not just like one belief there or one sentence or like you doing something specific. It's this like whole thing, this whole alternative reality, right? Where you belong and when what you're manifesting also belongs. And before, I will just, if you're like here and you haven't like asked your question yet, like type your question below, right? Before, I will tell you this. We started Black Week sale today. And there's like 2 offers I have for you. And offer number 1 is a bundle of all of the masterclass I have there. It's like crazy price to get them all together, right? So far, there is masterclass basically on like any topic you may ask about. I don't know, maybe not, but almost. All right? Get it all and watch it all. Why? Because you don't need one technique or like one element. What you need is an inner transformation. And the second offer that is like absolutely crazy and nuts is a bundle of Powerful as Fuck. What's just like extreme thing, because it, I would say attack, right? Manifestation from all over, okay? Because you have to be getting it. You have to know what to do and how to feel it. You don't need a special affirmation because that won't work. You need to start seeing reality in a different way and manifestation in a different way. As, okay, so who I am, how I see the world is, I manifest events, people, and just like anything, right, that matches what I have in my inner world. That's what you need to change. And Powerful as Fuck guides you through like all the process of like changing it. So then you can have, okay, manifestation is my second or actually even first nature. Powerful as Fuck, why? Again, because it's the long game. So Powerful as Fuck is offered a little bit like a membership, like forever membership, right, with bi-weekly Q&A calls, so you're like forever there. And because it's Black Friday there's a bundle of that with one-on-one calls with me for like anything that can be said, you know, like on the calls with like group of other people and like other people listening for like anything private. And I know, okay, I know that if you are like joining like any manifestation program, that will transform your life and will make you a master in manifestation. It's still usually because there's this like one thing, there's like one big desire you really want to get, and it's then so hard to actually like focus on like doing the program and learning all of the aspects of it, because you are just, okay, will that work for this like my one manifestation? That's why you get one-on-one calls, so we can like deal with your problem first, and then unlock your full potential, so you can just like go there and love it. The idea is you not to just manifest just one thing. The goal is to make you powerful as fuck, so you truly can and know how. So you will get results, okay, like 3D results. You manifesting the life you want. That's the thing. That's all of that is in my Black Week offer, and I will post it after this live. Okay, so quickly, because oh my god, my battery will die in a moment. All right, so let me scroll. Let me scroll to the question, and the first question is: will my affirmation work if I affirm as it already happened? It truly doesn't matter. It truly doesn't matter. Like I was talking a lot about like affirmations and why they work and what they don't work, right, on this live already. But like here, that like quite often pops as a question, right? Like, what time should I be using? It's like past tense, present tense, and why? Because I often tell you, right, to not be delusional that something has already happened, but to feel like, like it will for sure. Like time is truly an illusion. It doesn't matter if something is in the past. If you know that something has happened, you have like tons of things that has happened in the past, but they are still affecting you in the present, here, right now. It's the past, but it's still valid, like here, right? And they are things that are in the present, but are like 100% sure it still affects you here right now. From a 3D and 3D body, and 3D mind, like we have this illusion of past, present, and future, but in reality, it's just one time, just one now. What I feel is sure. So then, it truly doesn't matter what tense are you using. It's also because the law of assumption, it doesn't use language, it doesn't speak English, like truly. Da, 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 da. Feelings, not words. Yeah. Feelings, not words. Jeśli teraz zmienię język i zacznę do was mówić po polsku, to nie będziecie mnie rozumieć. There will be probably like someone, maybe like one person or two who who understood what I just said. It was Polish, but most of you won't. But if words would have power, actually, then you should just understand it, right? Because it's power in the words. There's no power in the words. Languages are codes we use to communicate. But what actually holds power is the meaning behind the words. I know there is a reason why powerful as fuck is called powerful as fuck. Because I know this name will repel all of the people who aren't ready to claim that it's their manifesting. Those are all the people who are yeah, but such a word in a name, negative word, negative vibes, dark energy, right? I will oh yeah, take me from there. Alright? I know that because there's fuck in the name, some people won't buy it, won't join. And I'm absolutely okay with that. Because what you need, and there's no escape from it, what you need to actually manifest, right? And maybe, you know what? I will do something strange and I will take you like that because we need a cable. Okay. Okay. I was never really walking around on live yet, but it's actually necessary because otherwise we are going to get disconnected and the recording will also be lost, but yeah, we are safe. So what I was talking about, power of the words, right? Power of the words, was it? Oh yeah, and the negative words. You need one thing. There's I already have in my head this idea for a post series on manifesting freedom because so many of us want it. And you need to focus on 3 elements to do it. And the first one, the most important one, is to free yourself from this thinking, this self-judgmental thinking that, oh my God, I can be doing positive things or negative things, and positive thoughts and negative thoughts and positive emotions and all of that are informations. And yes, when it comes to thoughts and emotions, some of them are unpleasant. But it doesn't mean that you should avoid them at all costs. I don't know, but there's a chance that you do. You have someone in like your cycle who's always positive. They always say only nice things and da 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 da. Or maybe there's like I'm just like, yeah, talking about hair. There's like one YouTuber there who's just like all love and rainbows, and it's like just like so fake and just so not true. And if you know someone like that in your actual cycle, it's feelable how much people who are like, yeah, good vibes only, how much suppressed shit they have inside. That they are like, no, I'm not going to think about it. I'm not going to do it. Oh, no, because it's negative. It will make me cry. So like, let's avoid it. And if you are doing something like that to yourself, it feels like you're sitting on a bomb that's ticking. It's because there is one thing that is so much more important than being positive. And that's being authentic. I'm so happy to see that there's like more and more people like finally talking about it after years of like people going into self-harm, we can even say, right? With suppressing their feelings, suppressing trauma, like never healing actually, because they just locked whatever unpleasant there was in their life with like label, like not touch, because we are like good vibes only. But maybe let's like leave this topic for another life, okay? Like, okay. Yeah, I actually already answered this. Let me look. Oh, yeah, there's a good question, right? Do you need to believe in God or universe in order to manifest? And the answer is no. It's actually better if you don't. If you can see that it's actually you manifesting. It's what you put into your inner world, what you put in your consciousness, what you put in your imagination, then there that later manifests in the 3D reality. And the joke is that I see sometimes people who actually believe like, yeah, it's God or it's like universe, like taking care of my manifestation, they seem to have like greater success with it. And there's a reason. And that reason is that you are taught that like what you need to do is you have to imagine it and then let it happen. And people who are like, oh yeah, so I'm releasing like my desire to the universe will take care of it, all right, now they are unknowingly doing exactly that. They are just living it and in peace. But especially, and I did all of the mistakes, guys, okay? I did all of the mistakes, and I was also doing it, right? I was thinking that, oh yeah, especially that can be tricky, with like living in the end. When you start, you like jump into like full on like fantasy that you keep pretending all the time, right? That's something that isn't, that is, and it feels terrible. Your body can handle it because you actually know it's all lie, but you think you need to be doing it, and that's not what you need to be doing. What you need to be doing is you need to let it manifest. That's why it's also scenic feeling is the secret, and start in the end. You don't have to like micromanage it, right, from the beginning to the end. No, what you need to do is, yeah, where's my end? The end of the manifestation, that, yeah, if that is manifested, I'm like 100% fulfilled and satisfied. That's what you want to manifest, and to not care how it will be happening. Just know, okay, like I chose this, like that's the end. That's what's happening. How to visualize, in first person or with third person. And imagining scenes is all about experiencing it. Like it's already true. It's not really a visualization. Because if someone says like, yeah, I visualize, it usually means I play long movies in my head. And the long movies, they are just very hard to believe in. The good scene, the scene you need, is very quick. Like 1 second, 2 seconds, like one gesture. Something that, yeah, immediately puts you where you want to be in consciousness. Lets you experience that. Not a long movie in your head. And all of that, and exactly how to do it right, and to know that it's working, and to have it working all the time, like every time, is explained in Powerful as Fuck. And if you want to save yourself tons of time, you want to use this Black Friday deal and join Powerful as Fuck. It will, oh my God, save you so much time and so much frustration with why my manifestation doesn't work, and with why I manifested this one thing but I can't manifest the other. I want you to know that. I want you to know what you're doing, how you're doing it, and what to do. And not in the terms of 3D. It's not about what technique to do in the 3D, how to script or how to affirm. When we talk manifestation, this whole like what to do is in terms of energy. It's like internal action. There's something that I don't really know what it's about. Did I cut my hair? Yes, I cut my hair, and I really like it. I have a dog, and I also wonder, another question. I have a dog, and I also wonder how to travel. And it's possible to travel with a dog, or it's possible to have someone who will be taking care of your job while you are traveling. It's like 100%. I live in 2 cities. I live part-time in Warsaw and part-time in Berlin. Yeah, but my cats, they don't travel with me back and forth. They are in only one place. And it's absolutely all possible. Okay, my hair, you want to see my hair? Someone there, and maybe like, yeah. Not the hair channel. Da, 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 da. Another question is, how much do you believe in astrology? Like, not at all. And yeah, if you like convince yourself that it's perfectly working, it will be perfectly working for you. Like, I was a tarot reader for like, oh my god, so long, and I had people like coming back to me telling me that, yeah, everything you read, right, it always happens, like, you're so good. But it was because of like 2 things on my side. I believe that, yeah, I'm good at it, right? And on their side, people like coming to me were just assuming that, okay, I'm good, so what I say, it will happen. But with things like that, there's an issue. It will limit you. Sooner or later, there will be limits. There will be limits. There will be like someone absolutely great, right, loving you so much, but you will be like, yeah, but according to stars, there's a problem. And then it will. And for me, it's like, you have to trust. It's you creating your reality, or it's you reacting to what is said. It's, you can be trying. I know that there are like so many people who try, alright? Like connecting it, being a little bit here and a little bit here. But it won't take you far. I'm sorry. Or like not at all. Another question. If you blindly trust and assume anything, will that surely come true? Because trust is precious. And I'm afraid to answer yes or no to the question like that. Because it's like kind of like yes and no in the same time. So here, to actually answer this question, I would need way more details. Alright? To actually like know what we're talking about. Okay, can you suggest some effective methods? Yeah, I can absolutely suggest you to join Powerful as Fuck, to use that Black Friday deal and to do it. And it's not about effective methods, it's about effective you. And that's what you need. Show your hair. Yeah, I did. I don't really. Ooh. There is a good one. Good question. Do I need to revise my past, or is it enough to tell myself that it doesn't matter anymore? And both or that, or are actually ways on how to revise. Because what revision does, it changes like any other, okay, when we talk about assumption, as any other like method, technique, yeah, it changes your state. It changes where you are consciously, what state of being you're in. So you start to manifest different. And it's so much different when you assume, okay, like that happened in the past, but it's still affecting me. And it's so different to be like, yeah, there was like something that happens, but I don't even think about it. Like something needed to happen to remind me about that event. Yeah, because it doesn't matter. Yeah. And when we talk, that's also important to say, when we talk revision, all right, if something happened like 10 minutes ago or yesterday and you want to revise it, you have all of the details to manipulate on like what happened. But how to revise a bad year or a whole period or childhood or something that you know has happened, right? And it's still affecting you because you feel it, but you don't remember the events anymore. It's also possible to revise it. Revision is not just changing, a memory. It can be, but it's not only. It's yeah. And deciding that something doesn't affect you anymore, that okay, like right now that's like absolutely irrelevant. This is also a way to manifest, to revise, sorry. All right? That. And if you need it, there may be someone needing it. There's a full masterclass that you can get the recording of, right? On revision only. And there's a bundle to get all of my masterclasses available at once at crazy price, like Black Friday, woohoo, right? Patricia says, astrology never impacts my reality. Yeah. Okay, like that's it. That was it, guys. Like we did it in, oh my god, it was more than an hour. Thank you very much, especially to those of you who like stayed with me till the end. It was like so much fun talking to you today. I will do it back soon. Change state, change life. Yeah. Yes. So one more time. Thank you.